The customer journey is now multilinear, and brands must be ready to engage with customers at each and every touchpoint along that journey. With so many brands vying for customers' attention, creativity is the best way to make those all-important, meaningful connections. But when it comes to creative work, we don't have to put all of our energy into traditional media and customer experience. Among the far-fetched, more gimmicky endeavours, we've seen some effective creativity using less conventional strategies. In our largest research project to date, our State of Creativity survey, we asked what tools brands are experimenting with most and what their priorities are for digital transformation. 1,500 senior creative and brand leaders responded, and those findings frame our focus areas today. We're going to walk through 4 areas where brands are investing their efforts: personalisation, the use of assistants like chatbots and voice assistants, gaming, and new paths to purchase. And to do this, we've delved into our library of Lion-winning work to uncover some left-field examples. We'll unpack the creative strategies and tactics that work most effectively. I'm Annie Smith, a Senior Content Manager for Lions, and this is the Lions Guide to Unconventional Creativity. The nirvana for any advert is right person, right ad, right place, right time. So it's no surprise that in our research, personalisation sits atop of the investment agenda for brands. 50% of brand respondents said they were prioritising work in this area. So how can brands tailor messages to be more personal to customers without reaching stalker territory? Gathering first-party data is a priority. In an interview with WARC, Procter & Gamble CMO Mark Pritchard explained how he foresees a world with no ads and no mass marketing, just mass one-to-one brand building based on first-party data, all collected via smart products. Let's take a look at some ingenious examples of brands leaning into personalisation. Australia's carsales.com turned people's cars into the star of the show in a highly personalised campaign. It won a silver and bronze lion in 2018. Users of the site were able to generate an expensive-feeling video ad of the vehicles they were selling.
Car Sales Auto Ads is a cloud-based platform that automatically generates really big, shiny car ads for really old used cars. Without sellers lifting a finger, their listing data is seamlessly merged with over 5,000 audio and video clips. With over 1.2 trillion possible combinations, no 2 ads are ever the same.
Focusing on in-the-moment personalisation, Mercedes-Benz, working with BBDO Madrid, came up with a visually stunning way to let people personalise cars with their preferred colours. Through a window display, their chameleon campaign analysed the colour of clothes of people walking by. The car changed to match the colour of the clothing, making it the ultimate colour-coordinated accessory. E-bike company eMoving used a hybrid of open source data and personal data for their personalisation strategy in their steep discount work. People across Sao Paulo received tailored pricing based on how great their need might be for an e-bike to help them up the city's hills.
eMoving, a startup of urban mobility, presents Steep Discount, a dynamic pricing algorithm that generates discounts which vary according to the altimetry of your commute. Analyzing zip codes from where you live in your workplace and using open source altimetry data on Google Maps API, we collected over 1,530 square kilometers of topographic information. The tool crosses zip codes with more than thousands of possible routes in order to calculate customized prices on the e-commerce in real time. The steeper the variation, the more accessible the price.
What do you need to think about then when trying personalisation? There is a fine balance. You can think broader than names and birthdays, but tailored messaging that leans too heavily on personal data may appear creepy. Amalgamate and interpret open source data to help fill in the blanks. Like that auto ads example, if you combine personalisation with a participatory approach, the data capture will feel less intrusive. Perhaps there's some fun to be had in flipping the whole idea. John Smith's with Adam and Eve DDB London allowed customers to buy a personalised can of beer for their father with his name on it. The only catch though, his name had to be John Smith.
John Smith's has created an extraordinary gift for this Father's Day. A new, personalized can of John Smith's, perfect for anyone called John Smith. Not suitable for Joe Smith, Jonty Smith, Jean Smith, Juan Smith, John Smithson, John Smythe, Joseph Smith.
Second top on the priority list for brands was the use of assistants, such as voice assistants and chatbots. 45% of brands surveyed in our research identified assistants as one of the top 3 creative tools they're experimenting with. People increasingly expect the always-on experience, and assistants allow brands to be there 24/7. Looking at the data in the winning work, we see this growth in use in the radio and audio lines in particular. In 2019, this work was dominated by AI and voice, which was used in around 33% of all shortlisted and winning work. What inspiration then can we take from the Lion winners on how to use assistants creatively? In a challenge from Nike to launch the most futuristic shoe in the most futuristic way ever, RGA New York created the first ever voice-activated shoe drop. A campaign called Hey Google, Ask Nike. A successful tactic here was priming the audience to use the tech in the run-up to the launch, which also built anticipation.
Fans were primed with questions to ask their Google assistants about the Nike Adapt. Jason and Kyle answered with custom responses.
It's Jason Tatum here.
Hyping up the shoes and the voice-powered early release.
Hold on.
To start the conversation with people everywhere.
After that, Nike then let people purchase just released shoes using voice commands in the middle of an NBA game.
How do I get the Nike Adapt BB?
This is Kuz. I want to congratulate you on winning a pair of the Nike Adapt BB.
The shoes sold out in 6 minutes. It's a great example of voice assistants directly enabling sales. Reclame Aqui's work, The Canceller, is another original example of assistants that support customer service. The consumer protection brand from Brazil deployed Alexa and Google Cloud to help people to get through to a real person in a call center and cancel unwanted contracts. The assistants did the legwork to bypass lengthy automated machine messages or difficult conversations with call service agents.
Boa noite, com quem eu falo?
Me chamo Lucas e tô ligando para cancelar minha linha.
Nós temos pacote com valor menor, o 2 GB de internet.
Prefiro só cancelar a linha mesmo.
It was an unusual spin on the use of bots and shows how assistants can automate mundane or lengthy tasks. We can take some useful lessons too from brands in the entertainment sector who have used assistants to encourage interactivity. You'll probably know the multi-lion winning Westworld The Maze campaign from 2019. It used an Alexa-enabled voice game which fans could navigate to relive their favourite narratives from the show. It proved hugely popular. In the first week alone, over 10,000 fans tried to solve the maze. And Activision was another company that zoomed in on the interactive capabilities of voice assistants. With AKQA, they created an Alexa skill called Ghost, an in-game guide for their popular Destiny franchise.
We brought Ghost to life as a free Alexa skill and physical product.
Basically, this is your companion in the game, and now this can be your companion in real life.
Eyes up, Guardian.
By pulling actual character data from Bungie's game servers, the skill's AI could generate completely custom advice.
Alexa, ask Ghost what's next.
Looks like there's still the Nightfall strike available for us.
The Ghost skill helped generate a 7x sales increase of the Destiny 2 game on Amazon. It's an example of how voice assistants can add an additional immersive dimension to the gaming world using voice commands. As voice assistants and chatbots get smarter, they will play a bigger role in what Walk have described as the conversational marketing space. What are some useful points to bear in mind when using these creative tools? Their interactive capability means voice assistants in particular have the potential to be a natural vehicle to encourage sales. But like Nike, use of other media will be an important way to funnel people down this route. In a simpler application, use chatbots to help take the mundane work off the customer. Both the Activision and Westworld uses of voice go to show how assistants can move beyond customer service to create fun, interactive moments which increase consumer engagement. Another focus area high on the priority list for brands is gaming. In our research, over a third of brands said that they are experimenting with work in this area. Today's video gamers run the whole gamut of society. Brands are keen to capitalise on this growing community. But as brand investment is still relatively new, there is ample opportunity for advertisers to experiment. The best work shows that players aren't turned off by the crossover between brands and games, so long as the content is contextually relevant. Some of the most effective applications translate their products or services into features which complement the game. Games that use AR can work particularly well to make the transition feel more natural. It's an effect used by the DDR Museum in a 2020 Eurobest bronze winning campaign. They rebuilt the Berlin Wall in Minecraft Earth and allowed users to tear it down.
We rebuilt parts of the Berlin Wall inside Minecraft Earth and placed them on the exact locations where they used to stand.
Through this immersion, you get a very strong emotional connection to the space. So instead of an observer, you become actually a witness of it.
This is the first educational tool for Minecraft Earth, and all the build plates are available for everyone. We are giving the next generation the possibility to tear down the wall in augmented reality.
From an educational perspective, the use of gaming can help a person understand the subject more easily with the help of immersion. While the creation of a feature or character that feels natural to the game you're targeting is an effective approach, don't be put off from trying something provocative, especially if your end goal is to raise awareness or kickstart discussion on a topic. Creating unofficial modifications can offer a route to do this. Grand Theft Auto might seem an unlikely place to host a Pride event, but that didn't stop the organisers of Stockholm Pride. This 2017 Gold Lion winning piece with Garberg Stockholm set out to let players have their very own Pride parade from within the game. Developed as a free mod, the parade was made indestructible because they wanted to impress that love will always triumph over hate. What are some key points then to keep in mind when you approach gaming? Gaming demographics have dramatically changed. Casual gamers who don't self-identify as gamers are 68% male and 32% female, where 34 is the average gamer age. A lot of gaming is about escapism, fostering a sense of adventure and discovery, so think about how your brand can enhance that experience. Finally, consider how your physical product or service blends best with its digital twin. On to our fourth and final focus area. When it comes to digital transformation, 60% of agency leaders identified e-commerce as a top priority for brands in 2021. Nearly half, 45%, stated that social commerce was one of the top 3 areas for experimentation. Generating a sense of exclusivity is often a fail-safe strategy to drive engagement. Ukes.com went one step further to add an ephemeral quality to its exclusive collection of fashion items by only making them available through skippable pre-roll ads. Skip the ad and you could say goodbye to the item in the ad forever. They transformed this tricky media format into a unique e-commerce tool. The film generated over 19 million views, directing over 300,000 people to their site. An even more left field idea came via a brilliant campaign from Swedish fintech company Klarna, whose Heartbeats for Sneakers campaign was a Eurobest e-commerce creative award winner in 2020.
Klarna, one of the world's leading fintech brands, with a mission to reshape the shopping experience, created the world's first bot-free raffle where only sneaker-loving humans could enter. How? We leverage the latest BPM technology that uses the camera on smartphones or laptops to detect changes in colour under your skin caused by the flow of blood. Those who took part simply held their finger to the lens so that we could tell if they were human or not.
It worked too. Klarna orders increased by more than 40% and brand awareness rose by 10%. In 2020, live streaming gained huge traction, accelerated by the pandemic. With social platforms seeing so much success in this area, WARC deems it likely that e-commerce will continue to adopt social features. Brands should explore how they can provide more social conversation and entertainment around the shopping journey online to help with product validation and discovery. Amazon's 2020 Eurobest winning piece shows us what the next level of social binge shopping could look like.
Introducing Amazon Binge Shopping. Before, you could binge watch, but now you can binge shop. And it's really easy. While you're watching the show, you're sure to see something you like. So to try and win it, be the first to tweet the link for the object on Amazon, a screenshot of it in the show, and of course, the hashtag. You can do it with everything. This printer, this computer, this TV, and even this, well, almost everything.
The variety of examples we've shown suggests that there is no winning formula in the busy playing field of e-commerce. So a sense of exclusivity, fun, social interaction, or entertainment is required. Don't assume that deals and promotions alone will drive people down the path to purchase when it comes to e-commerce. I hope that's provided you with some interesting insights and examples to inspire you as you experiment in these 4 key areas. And remember that many of the themes that we've discussed can be blended for maximum effect. Lion winners show us that the best creativity is rarely conventional. We look forward to seeing the next generation of groundbreaking work at the Cannes Lions Awards this June.